Off. There we go. Okay. Good. All right. So, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of With Disadvantage. Today is Solstice, episode 19. And we have a pretty fun game ahead of us today. Finally, we got through the, let's see. Well, actually, I have some announcements for some changes the way we're going to do some of this stuff. So let's do the intros, and then I'll tell you guys about a couple of those things. And one of those is related to the recap. So we'll just go in order as usual. With us today, we got Violet Agrippa, played by Bryn.
Hello.
And Sakir Aru, played by Boris. Boris, you there?
He's sleeping.
We lost Boris.
Oh no.
Well, we'll move on. We got Blue, Sam, aka Sam Blade, played by Rainbow.
Hello.
Marina Vitae, played by Bunsen.
Boris just said in the Solstice chat that his mic just went to shit.
Uh-oh. Do we need to pause while you sort that out, or are we screwed?
Well, his mic just went to shit. Maybe he just has to fix it for a second. Stopping. I may be screwed.
Yeah, but Boris says that, and then he'll figure it out, though.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
All right, well, I'll introduce everyone. We'll talk about changes, and if we end up having to cancel or something, then we'll figure that out after. Bunsen, did you say something after I introduced Marina?
No, I was bringing up the Boris thing. But hi.
Okay, there you
Bunsen.
go. And can all hear Bunsen's voice. Laura Wakuda, played by Mirama.
Hello.
And as usual, I'm your host and GM, Chev. So
You just joined.
I just finished. Oh, nice. And then we got Lawler, played by PJ.
Hello.
Welcome. Okay, so a few changes. One of the things, so I finally finished that Lazy Dungeon Master book, which was really good, by the way. I recommend it to anyone who wants to DM. But at the end, it provided us some really cool tips for helping get people engaged. And some of them I'm going to just try to do while we're in the game, so I'll explain some things as they become relevant. But the first one is the recap. I really liked the way that this guy does his recaps. So basically, I'm just going to go through you guys and have you repeat one thing that you remembered from last time. And if you can, try to make it not the same thing as that someone else said. So, Brent, what do you remember from last session? Well, you weren't here last session, were you?
Yeah.
That's right. What do you remember from the session before that?
Storm rolled in while we were running away. We were dealing with all of the rain and the lightning and everything. Building caught on fire. I went to go put it out. We stayed for the night at the inn, and that was about it for that session. Oh, and our clothesless changeling got clothes.
Oh, and weren't you there for the venture to the mushroom biome?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I forgot about the mushroom biome.
Yeah, you guys were in the middle of a fight. Okay. Boris, are you back?
I heard sounds from Boris's mic.
Rainbow, what do you recall from last session?
I pushed a bunch of people off the bridge with a sonic boom attack.
Yes. That's right. And Bunsen, what do you remember from last session?
Stepping back a little bit from that, we finished traveling through that section of the Monstrum area that we were at, and we met up with some cultists who summoned Mycelius, who rapped at us.
Yes. My embarrassing boss rap song. Did you ever listen to that, Bran? I linked it.
Oh no, I should listen to that at some point.
It gave me big Fortissimo vibes from Cryptid Necromancer.
It was amazing. It gave me like funk vibes. Like he's the kind of guy that would have the first 3 buttons of his shirt unbuttoned. Or at least
Fair.
the kind of mushroom god that would do that.
Yep. And then Mirama, what do you remember?
I remember shooting that lightning bolt and getting them all mad.
Yes, that's right. That was awesome.
And he sings this song, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm so big a fan," and then he's like, "Eh." it! Don't hurt me.
Yeah, you guys wrecked him. He was supposed to be tough, but man, Boris really had his number. And then Pete. Oh, go ahead. Continue.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, and then we killed him. Yep. The end.
And then PJ, what do you remember from last time?
Well, it was pretty groundbreaking for my character. He was on his way to trade sulfur to these mushroom cultists for gold, got trapped in a big old cage, was about to be sacrificed to the rapping mushroom god Mycelius, saw his buddy Jessup sacrificed, go up in flames, and then he spent the rest of the, most of the battle just talking shit to Mycelius while the group wrecked him.
That's right. And then at the end, you went and pledged your allegiance to Elora.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I became the leader somehow.
At least from Lawler's perspective, yeah. Cool, awesome. See, I like this style because it highlights what you guys each found most memorable from last time. So it's kind of a useful tool for me at the same time. But yeah, you guys defeated Mycelius. He didn't even stand a chance. And then I think all you had left over was one sovereign that was just kind of trembling in the corner. This Myconid sovereign seemed to be like domesticated almost, as it's just kind of stood back and wasn't told to do anything. So it just
look at that roll.
Nice.
Oh, Boris is back. What do you remember from last time, Boris?
Not a whole lot.
Funny. Who shoved a quarter halfway up your ass tonight?
I can give a super fast summary to Boris if you would like.
Well, I wanted to hear
what
Boris found the most memorable.
Pretty much killing every fucking piece of fungus that moved.
Dude, you couldn't miss.
Yeah, you were on fire.
Which was a very rare change of pace from how things normally go with me in combat in this campaign.
What do you mean? You've been doing a lot of damage this whole game.
Okay, well, so I think from now on we're gonna do that, and then I'll fill in any gaps that I feel like are important. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened last time. You guys are now still in the dark and gloomy mountains with all the weird purple mushroom dust that seems to be just floating through the air all the time. And you guys are up on the top of this mountain, and there's one scared Myconid sovereign in the back. And I think, PJ, before the game, you told me that you were going to go back for Jessup's pack. So now that we're all here, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. There's a few other cool little tweaks I'm going to make in the game based on that book I read, but we'll bring those up when they become relevant.
You have to send me that book sometime.
Yeah, I can post a link here. I actually have the link already ready to go. I'll put it in the Solstice chat. It was really good. It was a pretty short read, too. I just didn't have time to read it all in one go. And by the way, Bunsen, also I created that Chev Tools Fantasy Grounds module, and I took highlights out of that book while I was reading it on my Kindle, and I copied all the things I found important. Usually every chapter sums up cool stuff with bulleted lists, and I put them all into a campaign prep and session prep section of the Chev Tools module. So you can just go through it real fast before each session. It was awesome for today's Solstice prep. It really streamlined a lot of stuff, so you can check that out too.
You'll also have to show me the random NPC generator later.
Yeah. If you guys are interested, we'll set aside some time and I'll show you guys all that stuff. Anyone who wants to use Fantasy Grounds can take advantage of it.
I can't wait to watch the prep stream that you did when there's no more spoilers. Yeah,
that's the other. Oh, good. I'm glad you brought that up. I am also starting to stream my preps. I'm going to be streaming a lot more often from now on. I've been meaning to get back into streaming for a while now, just so that it's more consistent, because that's the reason we don't get a lot of viewers, is I'm not consistent with it. And so I want to do a lot more of that. But one of the things I'm doing is streaming the prep, and I have big, giant banners that say spoilers. So only watch that stuff if you don't care about the spoilers, but I really would prefer that you guys didn't. So steer clear.
Yeah, I could see that being a serious problem. That would be, I could see how there'd be, there could be a tactical advantage to gain, or at least knowing ahead of time what sort of decisions your character is going to have to make and to be able to prep for them.
Yeah.
Wait. So
just don't put yourself in that.
So you're trying to tell me that Sakara is not supposed to know that Rosebud is a sled?
That what?
Got it.
Rose, it's a playoff of Citizen Kane. If you haven't seen it, you
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
I definitely can't wait to watch them when there's no more spoilers, so I can see how you prep for a game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting for people to see what I do for prep. So, but yeah, just steer clear of those for any campaigns you don't want spoilers from. Just don't put yourself in the position of having to pretend you don't know stuff. It's harder than you think it is.
Yeah. If you need more stream content, I could stream games sometime.
Yeah. Well, so I have it set up to auto-host you already.
Oh,
so
cool.
if you're streaming and our stream isn't live, you're already auto-hosted. And anyone else who has a stream that wants to be auto-hosted, you can share that. What's so funny?
I don't know. I was just like really pleased by that.
I laughed because I was like nuzzling my dog and he looked very uncomfortable. And he wasn't like licking me or anything like that because we were nose to nose. And I was like, why isn't he giving me kisses? And then he let out this big old burp. Like right in my face, like, sorry, I couldn't hold it back any longer.
Well, let's go ahead and get to it. PJ, Lawler, what are you doing? You said you were going back for Jessup's pack, right? So back where you found yours, I assume?
Yeah, so he's going to address Alora. Alora Kuda, now that the fucking ice has been broken, so to speak, first off, how would you prefer I address you? Miss Wakuda, my lady, my liege?
Well, you could just call me Alora. Usually we're spoken to by our patrons, and they're not always the kindest at addressing.
Okay, that's fine for me. So, when I was in such a hurry to grab my pack, I did neglect to grab the pack of my companion. May he rest in peace, and may Piritesh embrace him, Jessup. If you don't mind, I'm going to go back and retrieve it. I did see, for anybody who is interested, a lot of other packs from the different cultists that I dispatched early in the evening. Well, was it this evening or yesterday? The days kind of blend together, especially since there's no sunset to take them apart. So
What's
I'm going to go retrieve... It's I read about it once in a storybook. Forget it. I'm going to go pick up my companion's things. I'll be right back.
Can you pop up the map?
What's that, Rainbow?
Can you pop up the map?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. This map does not have you guys on it because I already put you on another map that you're probably going to care more about in a minute. So, but here's the map in case you want to know. You guys are all about right here, I think, while you're all chatting. Mm-hmm. It's this ritual circle. So, Lawler, you head back into one of those little huts. They're run down. There's kind of roots growing through them. And you go to find where you found your pack, and you saw a bunch of other packs, and they're gone.
What?
Yep. Are you going to look around for them?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
What the fuck? Hey, Wandering Mushroom, did you happen to see anybody go into these sheds here?
It doesn't seem like I can articulate words.
Very fucking helpful, thank you.
Don't be rude to it.
It started it. Let's see.
You asked it a
what am I
question,
rolling?
and it answered to its best
Investigation?
ability.
Investigation, yep.
Alright. That's not too bad.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages, and I'm going to cast it as a ritual.
Okay, to try and talk to the sovereign.
Yeah.
I don't think it speaks a language per se.
Yeah, I was just about to find that out. Okay, so you rolled a 14. So while you're rummaging around between these different huts and you're going between them, you notice that between two of the huts, about right here, that there is like a fresh mushroom. Everything else here looks rotted. and weird, but you see like this fresh, perfect mushroom, almost like something out of Mario, about the size of a basketball, just growing out of the ground that you didn't notice before. It's very brightly colored.
Gotcha. With all of the animated mushrooms that we've had to put up with, Lawler knows better than to just pluck it up from the ground. He's going to poke at it with his hammer.
Okay. All right. So you
could use Mage Hand on that.
Are you just gonna bump it lightly?
Are you
gonna
even
hit it?
there?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm here with you guys.
Well, I thought everybody else was across the Vine Bridge and Lawler had gone back.
No, we're all right over here.
Okay. Well,
All right. Your tokens
know
are
what?
back
I'm gonna
there.
say-
Go ahead and put
I'm
your
gonna
tokens
say-
where your characters are.
I'm going to say he does prod it with his hammer because I did not hear you offer to use Mage Hand before he had the instinct to prod this mushroom with his hammer.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and you touch the mushroom, and the mushroom kind of it pushes back a little bit, and you just hear like a grunt, like, and then as you stop touching it, it rights itself.
Lawler doesn't hesitate. He swings down on the mushroom with all the force he can muster.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see. I'm going to have you roll damage.
Yeah, I was about to say for a stationary target, I don't think that there's is a
I mean, you could miss.
Yeah, there is a chance for critical failure, which is hilarious.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's have you roll an attack roll. You hit if it's higher than a 1.
All right. That you know what? That's fair. Okay, so
what's your alignment?
Chaotic evil.
alignment? No,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, were you not? I'm trying to find his attack
Actions.
actions. Let's see. I'm looking at main, skills, abilities.
Bottom.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
It's like you've never played before.
You know, it's just been a while since I've had to do this. There we go. Okay. So yeah.
Yep, that's a hit. Okay, roll the damage. Okay. So you obliterate this mushroom, and you hear, and just little mushroom bits fly all over the walls. And you just see like a little stem sticking out of the ground now that kind of just withers up, and it looks dead.
All right. I'm going to continue looking for any clues that might indicate where the packs went.
Okay. As you walk behind one of the huts, you notice that there is this weird-looking orc just kind of standing back there, and he's kind of peeking around a rock at you. You catch his eyes, and he locks eyes with you, but he's not sure if you're actually looking at him or not, so he just kind of freezes. He's just like,
Oi, orc! I see you. You come
No.
in peace?
You killed him, right? You killed the mushrooms?
Yeah. Well, not just me. I'm not solely responsible, but yeah, the mushrooms are gone. Except for this one who's just wandering around aimlessly. Don't mind him. He had a mushroom equivalent of a lobotomy, it appears.
Okay. And then he steps forward and he very cautiously approaches you and comes out of where he was hiding. Who are you?
Name's Lawler. Your name?
Oh, my name is Locke, and I was hiding in the caves back here. And he points behind the rock, and there's a cave entrance in the back that you didn't notice before.
Gotcha. Locke, you wouldn't happen to have seen a bunch of packs stacked inside of a shed?
Well, I took them.
Okay.
They're mine now.
One of them most certainly is not. My friend Jessup's pack is among the packs you took. I intend to take it.
I hid them next to the voice.
Well, I'm gonna go retrieve Jessup's pack. You're free to keep all the others. I mean, I'm as much a subscriber to Finders Keepers as the next bloke, but I'm taking Jessup's pack.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know a Nerisse?
A Maurice? No, I don't know any Maurice.
Nerisse.
I don't know no Reese either. No Reese, Maurice, Loris.
You said there were others with you.
Yeah, they're back there if you want to go make an introduction. I'm going to go inside the cave and retrieve the pack, if that's all right.
They're friendly, right?
As long as you don't make any sudden movements to begin with. I'd step around the corner, get their attention, and then start with your name.
Okay. He cautiously steps out, and Marina, you're the first to see this orc pop out. You've been hearing Lawler talk to someone, though, so it's not a super big surprise. And he pops out and just says, "Hello." He kind of waves very cautiously.
I wave back and say, "Hello."
Hi. Just like,
None of you would know a Nerisse.
That name sounds familiar. Possibly. Can I roll a history
what
check?
does... Yes, go ahead.
Like, I as a player, like, it sounds familiar. That's gonna be a 10.
Yes, you definitely remember that from your vision that Puritesh gave you, that the little blue baby that you had in your arms when you were seeing through Tess's eyes was named Nerisse.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's a long story, but I recognize that name. Haven't seen them lately, though.
Well, there's a voice down in the cave where I hid the packs, and the voice is calling for a Nerisse. So, I don't know what that's about, but I thought I might tell someone now that I can come out.
Thank you. I think we should investigate that.
Hello,
All right.
Mushroom Man.
So your ritual is done, and I assume you're trying to talk to the sovereign now.
Yeah.
Okay, and the sovereign just looks down at you and just says, "Ooh."
Okay, so I didn't do anything.
Are you trying to talk to that Myconid?
Yeah. I didn't know Rum was here.
He turns back and stop. He turns back to you, Marina, and he just says, "Is your friend okay?"
They're usually a little strange, I suppose.
Well,
But
he knows they can't talk, right? Or she knows they can't talk, right?
I wonder, but doesn't hurt to find out for yourself, I suppose.
Oh, all right. Are you coming with me to see the voice?
Oh, you can't see a voice. You have to hear a voice.
I don't like your friend. Can I just talk to you?
I think we'll all be going to investigate that, if that's all right.
Okay, well, follow me. And he heads off toward the cave. So let me get this other map open here. This is just an abstract map. I could not find a good one for my purposes, so it's just a drawn one.
Is
So
anyone,
use your
as
imagination?
we're heading over, is anyone going to ask me where I might have heard this Nerisse?
I would like to know where you've heard of Nerisse.
Are you going to ask that in character?
Yeah, if you guys would like to have a discussion, you guys never did talk to each other about what you experienced because you were busy as soon as the vision was over.
Why do you know that name, Nerisse? I don't think I've heard of anyone like that. Were they at, like, did they come from the city? Where did they...
It's a little difficult to say, but you remember when Puritesh gave us those dreams of some sort when we were over in the Dominion?
Yes.
The dream I had, I was someone named Nessa, I believe. Is that correct, DM?
Tess.
Tess. I was someone named.
And your husband was Beck.
No. Right. It was Tess, and I had a husband, Beck, and I was carrying a baby that was named that. Shoot, I already forgot.
Nerys.
Nerys.
I dreamed I started a rebellion, but yeah, that's fair.
I don't have the map.
What'd you say?
Oh, I just said the map didn't pop up for me. If
It's
It's
Sure.
not.
There is no
It's
map.
not yet. I was waiting for you guys to finish discussing because I figured you were having that
Oh, I
conversation
see.
before you went in or
Oh,
on the way in.
In my case, I dreamed like we were a bunch of elves and we were oppressed, and well, that just didn't sit right with me, and they killed my dad for some reason. Because racism, I guess. So I started a revolution, and mid-revolution we got invaded by an outstripping force, and I ran away and got out, but not without sustaining major injuries. I lost an arm.
In my dream, I believe I and my husband and baby, well, I was from the point of view of Tess, rather. We were all humans, I believe, but then we were looking at some sort of device in some sort of conference. The device exploded, and I think there were like giant golems of some sort involved. But we all got our skin color changed, and I think became Genasi.
Oh, that's weird. You guys are all different people, huh?
You wouldn't know the word Genasi, I don't think.
Oh, sorry. We all
It's okay.
changed our skin color to be different colors, like blues and reds, and I, as Tess, had fire powers suddenly.
That's weird. You guys are all different people, you say?
And if you recall, your husband was crushed by one of the corrupted golems.
Yeah, I remember my husband was crushed by one of the golems as well.
I was myself in some kind of strange city with all kinds of weird machines, like the ones that in the chamber.
Chamber?
Yeah, you remember that chamber that, where you got the water turned on and off?
Ah, right.
Anyone else contributing to this conversation? You all had visions.
I don't remember mine super great though, because it was a while
You're
ago.
welcome to ask me for details, but Elora, you had a similar experience to Violet, I believe, where let's see.
I remember I was a guard, and I was guarding a door, and I kept trying to pretend like I was knowing what I was doing.
Yes. But ultimately, in the end, you were attacked by a bunch of machines. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, it was somebody had escaped. It was a tabaxi, I think, right?
Yes.
And we, so they sent us to go chase after them.
Yeah, your group of humans you were subjugating the tabaxi, basically. So more racism, yay! And one of the tabaxi tried to escape, and you went after him, and then the tabaxi suddenly turned. He ran into the forest, and then suddenly he ran back out of the forest, screaming towards you guys, and then ran right past you guys, and you were all confused. You and your fellow guards. You, I think, ultimately helped the tabaxi escape. But as you were trying to do that, trying to help them escape, this tabaxi turns around, runs back through, and then immediately a fleet of machines, these giant metal saw blade-like machines, come crushing through the forest and wrecking everything. And you barely managed to escape on some sort of ship that was waiting for you. And
yeah, there was something about Solstice, and because Elora remembered hearing about Solstice from that one computer, she was like,
yes.
"Oh, this is a thing."
You were being taken to the Solstice habitat, is what it said. The Solstice habitat sanctuary.
Sanctuary habitat. This whole time I had a boyfriend, a secret boyfriend.
And you were able to get through the machines through the help of one machine that seemed to light up green and become friendly. This same thing happened to you, Violet, in case you don't remember. Except
I remember, but I described it as a bigger force that outstripped us.
Okay, all right. I won't spill anything that you don't want to say then. And then Marina, same thing. You were experiencing all these machines and stuff that were attacking, except for they were different than the ones I just described. They were more like golem-like But they were existing machines in the city that just were doing regular jobs and then suddenly became corrupted.
Boy, I remember a lot less than I remembered.
And then I forget what I told you, Sakar. So, and then Audovan's dead as far as you guys are concerned. So I guess that's it.
Whatever Audubon was told has been lost to time.
Sam,
Possibly.
you went through several different experiences. In fact, you got glimpses of almost every one of the experiences the others had. You were at that conference that Marina was at. Then you found yourself trying to help free a tabaxi, I believe. And then you found yourself on a ship of some kind.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it. There's a few other details, but I don't want to spill anything you guys don't want to share with each other. So,
Of course.
okay. You guys make your way to the mouth of the cave. Here's the map. Let me know if anyone can't see it. And,
By now, Lawler should already be in quite a ways.
Well, we all went in together, basically, didn't we?
well, yeah,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
spoke
assume you
to
waited.
the orc, and then I said, "Off I go." And then the orc went back around the corner and spoke
All
to
right.
you guys.
Okay. So then, fine. Then you have gone into the cave, but hold on. As soon as you got into the cave, you see a bunch of Myconid sovereigns just standing around inside the cave, just kind of scratching their heads. One of them sitting down. The one right next to the entrance is got his back to you. They don't see you as you peek into this cave.
Gotcha. Yeah. That would stop Lawler pretty much in his dead in his tracks. After
Everything
having
okay
seen-
in there?
Well, there's seems to be quite a few mushroom people in here. Are they all right?
Are you shouting that back out?
Like in a you know, like when you try to whisper loudly, like, "Hey, there seems to be quite a few mushroom people in here."
Oh yeah, they live
they
in
here
there.
when you left?
They're hiding.
Oh, so they're friendly.
Well, I don't know, but I wait until they're asleep and then I walk by them.
Oh,
They
well,
were
they're
asleep
not
when I
asleep.
came out.
They're not asleep now.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, Lawler's just gonna peek his head on the other side. Brant, with his axe over his shoulder, and say, hey, you friendly in here? You mind if I come through?"
So you're gonna just talk to him? Okay. All right. So you say that, and this one turns around to face you. This one here that I'm moving around, and he just looks down at you, just. And then all the other ones turn, and any of them that were sitting down stand up, and they're all just looking at you, and you can't. It's hard to tell whether they're upset or what.
Waller's gonna grasp the like lower his hammer and just hang on to the neck so he can like pull it up to block or something like that, but it doesn't look threatening. He's gonna hold both of his heads up. "I'm just coming through, okay?" And start like slowly advancing.
All right. Roll me a. I guess we'll make it a stealth check. You're not trying to hide, but you're trying to be careful and light-footed. So let's just do a
Would
stealth
we
check.
have? So we're here at this point, right?
Yeah, you're all outside here. So if you guys have heard the exchange between Lark and Lawler too. So
All right.
Alright,
Could I actually try something?
sure.
would it be stealth or would it be animal handling? Like, is it kind of like, you know, when
I
you're
was
trying
thinking
to
stealth or
walk
like-
toward a horse without spooking it? That's kind of the.
I mean, this might be a
idea
case
that
for
I
just a generic dexterity check.
I would like to try something actually, if you don't
All right.
mind.
Well, I'm already walking toward him.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm going to be looking at the closest sovereign, and I'm gonna say, "Now, listen. We mean you no trouble. I would ask that you and your friends don't give us any trouble, okay?" I'm casting
I was-
suggestion.
You're casting suggestion. How does suggestion work?
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking a creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save,
I'm conflicted because these guys don't speak any language, so would they even know what you're trying to suggest?
I think you can understand that through the tone.
All right,
Plus-
let's have you roll. Let's have you roll a. Let's have you roll an.
It's a saving throw.
Well, yeah, there's a saving throw, but I'm gonna have you roll an animal handling check. I think that's probably good to see how well you communicate without the ability to actually communicate.
Okay.
Don't you growl it.
I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Dang it.
Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and have you. So you said it was a saving throw?
Yeah, so wisdom saving throw. 14.
Okay. What's the DC on it?
14.
Okay. I'm gonna lower that DC to 10. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have these guys. Let's see. How do I do this?
So much for inspiration.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't roll the way you think.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
how
What was
dice
the skill again for the saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to roll 2. Okay. So that's one. So the front one does not save. The one behind, and you're just making it to the front one then, or all of them?
The front one, because I assumed that it could like communicate to the others.
Ah, okay. Then he does not save. So he very confusedly looks around, and he kind of just looks at you like he doesn't know. But your tone is nice, and so he decides to step aside. And he steps, and then this guy steps aside, and then this guy steps aside, and they all form like a little path for you guys to walk through.
Lawler presses his palms together, like does a little nod, and then starts walking through.
Yeah, I'll walk
Okay.
through as well.
All right. Is everyone following?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Suggestion given.
Bring your tokens along if you can, please. It takes me time to move them all. Okay. So as you guys go through the corridor here, Lawler, you can keep going down that corridor. Eventually you will reach a junction. And you can, it's a T junction. You can turn left or you can turn right. Lark is right behind you.
Lark, which way did you hide the bags?
Oh, I can't remember. I think to the right.
I was gonna ask you, what happened to the head junk your memory?
So you guys, at this point, all of you at this T junction can hear from the right a little like crackling static sound. Okay, hold on. So before you guys go down the right side of the T junction, Lawler, go back to the group.
All right.
As you go down that T junction, then you see. Give me a sec to pull up the tracker. Where did it go?
As an aside, I'm holding concentration to keep the suggestion spell up. I have to keep concentration on it for up to 8 hours.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, never mind. You don't see anything in that room. I had this thing messed up. So continue. You can explore that corridor. You go in there, and the cavern opens up into a larger area. It has a little down, like kind of staircase going down to the left as you enter this area, or you can keep going forward.
Where do we hear the sound coming from?
You hear it coming from down this way, down the steps.
No. I'm going to suggest to the others that we follow the sound.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that just because I'm like, oh, maybe that's the voice that the orc was talking about.
Try to find a cave soundtrack here. Let's see. That one probably
Well,
works.
Lark, this is a much bigger fucking cave than you had in mind. How far did you fucking take them packs?
Well, I took it to the voice. You have to follow that sound.
Can I do a I forget what it's called, but check to see if the dude's lying to us?
Insight?
Sure, yeah, an insight check. I'm putting you guys back up here, so don't go any further than right here.
Yeah, holy cow, it's a long way.
Sorry, my stuff's lagging a little bit. Hold on.
It's okay. Once we've gotten to the end, I'll just turn off the line of sight, and then that should help you.
Okay, it's you said insight?
Yeah, insight check. Okay. So you're listening to Lark, and he seems like he's telling the truth, but he does kind of seem like he's maybe not telling the whole truth.
I call out to stop to the orc after hearing him talk about the voice, and I say, "Why did you really take those bags down there so far in the cave?"
Well, I need supplies. I've been hiding here. They're mine
But
now.
You've been hiding further up in the tunnels. Why so far down here?
Well, because all the mushrooms are hiding up in the higher parts of the tunnels. But I heard a commotion, and some weird singing.
What singing did you hear?
It was something about some sort of rap and lots of little mushrooms singing.
La, 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 la.
You heard that down there, all the way where the voice is?
Well, I've been in here a long time. I know the sounds. Even the faintest sound I know.
And you hid your bags down where you heard the giant mushroom singing?
Well, no. I heard the mushrooms. I was about right here when I heard the singing, so I went up there to investigate. And then I brought the bags down while everyone was distracted, and I put them down here by the voice.
Oh, the voice to hide them further down. Okay. I turn to Violet, and I want to whisper to her that I have a sense that there's something else going on with this guy.
Fair enough. Hopefully it's nothing that we can't handle.
I think we should warn the others to be a little extra cautious with him.
Okay.
You guys turn around to warn them?
Yep. I'm at least going back. There we go.
Going back.
Yes.
Aren't we all kind
Sorry, my thing
of
is
congregated in the
laggy.
same area?
Hey. Yeah, but it'd be nice to be able to be quiet about this. Hey. Alora gets the feeling that something isn't right with this guy, so can we please be cautious from this point on?
Gotcha.
Thank you. I kind of just
No worries, Alora.
lift Lola to Alora.
Are you still in the lead, Lawler?
I think so.
Okay.
I thought
Then
so.
I'll let you continue to lead the way. Sorry, I just wanted to pause you guys while you were having that conversation. So go ahead and continue to move your tokens and down into the chamber. And as
Gotcha.
Lark enters the chamber right behind you, he says, "That's where it is." And you hear, and you see a screen lit up. There's three consoles here. Two of them are seem to be dead. One of them is lit up and kind of flickering. And then I'm going to play you guys a little clip real fast. This is what you guys hear as soon as you're all in there. Let's see, right here. Nerese, that... I can't tell. Code fragmented. Unable to function. Cannot diagnose. Whatever you do, insert the disk. Crypt is deceiving. It's access to... If you can... Please do not... Please. I can't tell. Code is I cannot run. Please, if you can hear me, do not disk. Cryptex. If you can hear me, and it's just on loop. You just keep hearing this over and over. Solstice.
Lawler's gonna look
Maurice,
around
is
the
that
corners of the room for the stacked bags.
Maurice, is that you? I can't tell. My code fragmented, unable to function. I'm going to turn this down a little bit now, but I'll leave it playing in the background. Hear me.
I want to walk up to, it's this console that's down here at the bottom, right?
Yes. And you need to roll me a investigation check, Lawler. Cannot diagnose.
Okay.
I'm also going to the screen.
Insert the disc. Is deceiving.
So I look over to Marina and just see what she does, because this is her thing, it sounds like.
Yeah,
She
what
knows
are
what's
you
going
doing,
on.
Marina? What'd you say you do?
I take out the disc that I have. I'm trying to
Okay.
discern what it's saying. I turn to Alora and I say,
can hear me. Do not.
so I think it's talking about this disc. I can't tell whether or not it's saying to insert it or to not insert it.
I'm pretty sure he's saying to insert it.
Nerys, is that
Something about diapers.
Let me know if
I'm
you
going to
want
ignore
the
that.
volume back up for it again. I can't tell.
I'm going to ignore what you said, Lou.
Fragmented, unable
Well,
to function.
could there already be a disc inside of it?
Do not.
Okay. I'm gonna use safe face.
Nerys. That. What does that do? I can't tell. Code.
Um.
Unable to function. Cannot diagnose.
Oh, you know what?
Do
Um.
insert the disc.
Actually, I have to wait until I know the result. So I rolled a 4. Am I able to see the bag?
Please do not. No, you don't find any bags in here.
Okay, so then I'm gonna turn to Link. Lark? Is his name Lark?
Lark.
Yeah. Turn to Lark. Hey,
Please.
you said you stacked the bags in here. Where the hell are they?
Disc. Well, you see, the thing is, I brought you all down here so that I could eat you. And he transforms into this giant blue creature with sharp nails, and immediately grows to almost taller than this cavern, which is about 10 feet. And so he's kind of hunkered down. His head's kind of hunkered down below the ceiling. And everyone roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
I knew he was too
Laura
shy
definitely
for
turns
it.
when she hears that. Turns when she hears that, it goes,
Where
I
is,
knew it.
initiative?
Same. I also turn.
It's on the main page of your sheet. Is deceiving. It's access to.
So where's the bumpin' battle music that incorporates the static?
Don't you hear it?
No, I was imagining like a remix that incorporates the static as part of the beat.
Oh. Yeah, I can't record a cringy boss song every time you guys face someone.
You created an expectation there, Chef.
Yeah, I need battle music.
Alright, let me get his initiative rolled.
When's the static voice gonna rap for us?
Alright, and let me hide these sovereigns. I'm going to leave them so I don't have to put them back on the map, but I'll make them invisible for now. Okay. Alright, so as this creature transforms right before your eyes, it's very strange looking. It looks almost like it's an amalgamation of just a bunch of other creatures, like some sort of genetic experiment gone wrong or something. And Marina, you turn really fast and you are first to act.
Oh, right.
If you can,
Let's see.
do not tell. Code.
I don't think a suggestion is gonna work here.
Please.
I just got a feeling.
You can try it.
What exactly
I know
is
one
rules
of I know
for-
one of you took charm person or something.
I do know that, or I do want to ask the rules regarding concentration, because I'm still holding concentration on suggestion from the mushroom people earlier.
I can't tell. So
The only rule is that-
concentration is broken by taking damage. I can find you the rest of it, but what is your concern? What are you trying to figure out?
I can still cast other spells, right? As long as they don't require concentration.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, as
Okay.
long as they don't require concentration.
And I have some sort of feat that helps me on
Yeah, I have Warcaster, which makes me have advantage on Constitution saving throws that I make to maintain my concentration on a spell when I take damage.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'm gonna whip around and I'm going to hold up my hand with the ring of spell soaring. I'm going to cast Scalding Deluge on it. All 3 rays go into it.
I'm gonna pause the static because it's kind of annoying, but it's still there.
All right.
Okay. So what are you casting?
Scalding Deluge.
Okay.
All 3 are going to this thing. This is the first one.
Awesome. That's a hit.
Alright, and this is damage for that one. Nice.
Awesome. Takes 11 damage. Describe what happens when it hits. I'm going to have you guys describe more of this stuff. So where exactly are you aiming? That kind of stuff.
Alright, hits right in the torso.
Okay. And it just immediately its skin starts to bubble on the torso. Just ah!
And the second one missed, but the third ray hits. And that's going to be 5 more damage.
Okay. Ah, you cannot defeat me. I will have you all for dinner. I have been waiting here hungry. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, let me just double check super quick. Any bonus action do I have?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Sakare, you're up.
Alrighty.
The sure shot. Here we go.
It's already dead. It just doesn't work.
Oh, may wabu. Shindere.
So Sakara's going to quickly take a step back and use his wings to glide back over here. And as he's gliding back, he pulls out his crossbow and he takes a shot at it.
Would that not induce opportunity attack?
Oh yeah, you were within 5 feet, so let's go ahead and that's going to introduce an opportunity attack. Are you still going to go through with that move, knowing?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then this guy is going to get a chance to attack you. Let's see here. So he turns, and as you try to leave, he claws at you. He's got these huge black claws on the end of his fingers. Like, the claws themselves are longer than his fingers, and his fingers are already long. So they're just like enormous, like little sharp blades. And he tries to swipe at you as you walk by, but you nimbly manage to get out of the way and get back here, bird!
No turkey dinner for you.
All right.
Go ahead and do your rolls.
Oh!
Jesus.
Ooh.
Damn.
Was that rolling damage or was that rolling?
That's the critical hit table. I don't know why it's not working right. It's supposed to give you some cool effects when you roll crit fails or crit successes, but it's not printing out. It just always prints critical fail or critical hit.
I think
I'll have to look at it.
It has a chance based on the d6 roll and what it does.
Yeah, you might be right.
Rolling,
It may just be not
regular.
triggering the chance. So it's just saying, oh, it's just a plain normal critical hit.
All right.
Well, what are you waiting for, bird?
Chill. I was just taking a look and see if there's some way to roll crit damage natively and
It automatically do it when you roll damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it'll automatically do your crit damage.
I thought. That doesn't look like crit damage.
1d8 plus 5. It's supposed to.
Might have taken too long.
Yeah, maybe it's a time thing. I don't know. Let's see. So he already took 4. How much damage did he take from you? 5. I think he did take all the damage because he's taken 24 damage so far. Scalding Deluge, you did 11.
It would show the green dice if it was.
And then
applying
5
crit
and then
damage.
8. You're right. I gotta add 8 more. Okay, so let's do. Oh, actually, roll another d8. It doubles the dice you roll when you do a crit. So roll a d8, Boris. Perfect. Another 7. Okay. All right. Ah! What are these things? As it pulls an arrow out of its bicep, like it pulls it out, and this bluish green goo starts oozing out of its wound, and it just says, "Your little toys can't defeat me." And he snaps the arrow and throws it on the ground. Is that it for your turn?
Not bad. Yeah, that's... Actually, I get another attack. Alright, so... I load up crossbow bolt line up and just say, yeah, well, we have plenty of toys. Get used to them.
And then you miss. Talk shit and miss.
Talk shit and miss.
Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Blue, you're up.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size?" And I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Lola.
Oh, bitchin'. What's that do?
Read that to us, Rainbow, or paste it.
Oops, hold on. I'm gonna paste it in a second.
Where's he pasting it? Discord
In
chat?
Fantasy Grounds. Do it in Fantasy Grounds.
What do you-
Sorry, forgot to mute.
That's okay. The target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth increases its size by 1 category, from medium to large, for example. So you're now a large creature, Lawler. If there isn't enough room for the target to double in size, the creature or object attains the maximum possible size in the space available. Excuse me. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 extra damage. So you grow, and you are just as big as this creature all of a sudden, and you are this creature. Like, what is going on? What did you do?
I'm gonna stare him in the eyes. Try me.
This just means more for me to eat.
And that lasts for 1 minute on concentration, and I'm gonna do a bonus. Let's say Hocus Pocus. And it's gonna swing behind her and hit her right in the butt, and then.
All right, so you stab her right in the ass with your sword as it swings around behind her for 7 damage. Ah! She turns to you. What are you do? What is this magic?
And then that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. All right, Lawler, you're up.
Oh my gosh! So the he's already feeling invigorated as hell from the size change, and so he's gonna rage. And when he rages, he just remembers like all of the horrible things that his father had put him through as he was growing up. And that his father always wanted him to be this like invincible warrior, and when he just shifts that mindset, pain feels good, and he just gets this like bloodlust, almost like a berserker state of mind. And so yeah, he does that, and then looks at this thing like it's just a gigantic meat and gut and bone pinata.
Awesome. All right, take a swing at the meat and bone pinata.
All right, now he's going to attack recklessly because when he's in this state of mind, is there any other way to attack? And he's going to go for a trip attack as well.
Okay, just keep in mind that it makes it, anyone else has advantage, or he'll have advantage when he attacks you.
Yeah, that's understood.
Okay.
So, let's go ahead and grab the... There we go. Actions. Vicious Maul. Oops. Crap. Drag it off screen because I clicked it wrong. There we go. Okay. Now, oh, gamble hit. -5. -5 DC. I meant to say that. I didn't. So, yeah. It'd be a -5 DC.
-5? Okay. You didn't
Yep.
target it, so... Hold on. Okay, then it's what is it, a +6?
Yeah, so I had advantage. It's
It dropped to 2. So that would be a -5 on that attack roll then? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
So it would be a 10?
So it'd be a 10.
Okay. Alright, then you miss.
Okay, I want to use Saving Face then.
Okay, tell me what that does
Once
again.
per once per short rest. If you miss with an attack or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus equal to the number of allies that you can see within 30 feet with a maximum of 5.
Okay. Hold on, that's complicated. So, a bonus...
It's easy. So just take count how many people are within me, within a 30-foot radius, and
that's everyone.
add that back to my attack roll, with a max of 5.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 5 back, so it's a 15 again.
Yep.
Okay, you still miss.
Damn! Wow, this guy's got a high.
You're close. But you missed.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then, with that being the case, he's gonna swing again. This time with no gamble hit, but still going for the trip attack.
And it's still reckless, right?
Yep, still reckless because all.
I think reckless is
further
all
swings-
your whole turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead with advantage.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what's the effect? In addition to standard critical hit damage, the target is weakened. Let's find out what
Gotcha.
weakened is.
Oh shit! So there is a lot of addition that we need to do because,
It should do the critical damage automatically.
Yeah,
it does. But my vicious maul adds 7 to that. I've got a
that's
D4
fine. Just
because
first do the
I'm
roll,
big.
and then we'll figure out what we need to add.
Okay. So first do the damage roll.
Yep.
Okay, so the first is
I don't
gonna
know
be
what
the damage
weakened
roll.
is. What is weakened? I can't find it. It's not on my DM
Oh.
screen.
Okay. So 15 on the damage roll, and I get to re-roll 2 of those. I get to re-roll the 2 ones. So I've got
Okay,
10
do it.
so far. And then 2d6. So I'll just throw them manually.
Okay, so I need to add 9 damage because we're taking those ones out, right? Because they're re-rolled.
Yep, so so far we're up to 21 damage.
Hold on, I need to add
And-
this 9 to it first. So let me do that.
As an aside, Chev,
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Weakened, you suffer disadvantage in all strength-based attack rolls, skill, and ability checks, and inflict half damage with all strength-based attacks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Well done.
So-
Already 220s this game.
So far we up to 30 damage total.
Okay, so I added the 9 damage. So that was 9, and then I got to add... Okay, so I already applied 15. So I added the 11 minus 2, because we're taking back those ones. And so that was 9 damage. So what else is it that we have to add?
an extra 1d4 for being large.
Oh yeah, add your
Yep.
D4. We'll roll the D4.
Yep, let's start with that.
Awesome.
Okay. Then we need to add 7 damage.
What's that from?
The Vicious Maul, if I land a crit with it, it's adds another
right.
7 damage.
That's right. Good call. Okay, I added it.
Okay, then add 2 because I'm raging.
Okay.
And then add a D8 damage because it was a trip attack.
Okay, do that.
And I'll read you trip attack.
Roll the D8
When you
first.
hit with the... Alright, 2, let's see, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, now read it.
When you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to add to the total of the damage roll. And if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw of DC 14. On failure, you knock the target prone.
Okay, he fails,
Cool.
so he is now prone.
Okay, so how much is the total damage now? We've got 15 plus, or let's see, we've got 13 plus 11, so that's 24. Plus another 4, that's 28. Plus the D8, that makes for 30. Plus the 9 that you added to begin with. So is that a 39 damage point hit?
Looks like it. he's pretty hurt. So as you just wail on this creature,
okay, so then
it turns
his swing was targeted right at the hip.
Was the enlarged damage also applied?
Yeah, we did.
Well, that we did that. That was
D4.
D4. Because your new rule allows me to describe what happened, right?
Yes, exactly. So you said you targeted the hip?
Yep, so Lawler, with just a big grin on his face, swings with all of his might right at the hip.
And the
of
hip
this
cracks.
creature.
Just and then it falls to its knee on the left side, and if I had known you could do that, I wouldn't have invited you.
Eat this.
That's it for your turn, right?
Yep.
All right, Elora, you're up.
Elora?
Nirma?
I'm sorry, my dumbass forgot it was muted again. Alright, I'm
okay.
good. So I am going to cast Acid Arrow at the creature.
Okay.
Alright.
I will turn. I'm going to turn off the sight
thank you.
thing. That should help with the lag. I forget that it does that to you, or I wouldn't have done it.
I mean, which time it's control click, right?
Yes. So select your token and then control click the target.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't have any indicator to tell me if I did that right or not, so I'm just kind of hoping it
You
did.
should have an arrow drawn from your character to the token.
It does not do that.
You did it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I don't see the arrow, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna... I move my arms as if I'm going to cast a bow at him, and then a green arrow forms in between, and I release it
awesome.
to shoot at his head.
That's way cool, like a ghost bow.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What the hell? It didn't roll against, but you missed.
Ah, dang.
So this green arrow shoots right by its head, and it's still agonizing in pain. I will make you pay. It's still talking to you, Lawler.
And then I'm gonna use some of my
I'm
movement
sure you will.
to... I'm gonna move
Still
over
back.
this way. And then I'm done.
Okay. Violet, your turn.
Haha. Let's see. He's not in a good place right now, but nobody's near me to really take advantage of the thing I want to take advantage of. So, we're gonna go for, let's let's say a level 4 Agnazar Scorcher. That sounds like a good time.
Oh no.
So, first step, just gonna dump that on him.
That is a failed save on behalf
Cool.
of the creature.
This is a level 4 one, so it's 5d8.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Do its usual 3d8, and then add 2 more.
Oh, you can, by the way, you can drag that damage, like, so drag the
Oh, I
button, and you
know.
can right-click twice to add 2 additional.
Okay, and then I want to use my ability and just slap 5 additional damage onto it.
Okay, hold pause for a sec, because I got to manually add the 9, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So... Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
So I'm just going to slap 5 more damage onto there.
Just static
because I
5?
can do that with yeah, it's a +5 to all damage rolls for, like, fire spells. Elemental Affinity. Baby.
Alright, 5 more damage has been applied. Ah! You fools!
If I were you, I'd realize I was outmatched by now.
See, what do I got laying around the
So,
the bonus
actually,
actions?
Marina, did you actually say that to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Then I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check or intimidation check. You pick.
Persuasion, because I have high roll on that. It wasn't exactly intimidating, I don't think.
Well, I mean, it would be intimidated potentially based on everything going
oh,
on.
nice.
All right. So as soon as it hears you say that, it's facing you now, Violet. Please, okay. I won't eat you. I'm sorry. You have defeated me.
Insight check. Is he telling the truth?
I
Go
also
ahead.
want insight check.
Just once.
Roll an insight check.
I don't suppose I could apply advantage to that because I want to as well.
Sure.
Shit.
That's
Okay.
fine. Oh shit! Jeez, the 20s are just dropping tonight.
Let's go.
Yeah. So it seems desperate to say anything, and you get the impression that even if it was friendly for a moment, that it would still be trying to find weaknesses and take advantage of you all. It doesn't seem super sincere. It's I'm sorry I was defeated, more than an I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's obvious. That was what. Was that what that was about? I thought it was about the packs.
What? Your insight check was to see if it was really willing to give up, right? Corinne?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's what it was about. It didn't.
Yeah, no.
It didn't say anything about the packs.
I said something about the packs.
I know you asked it, but you asked it while it was in the middle of pleading for its life.
Oh,
I don't trust him.
Okay.
I absolutely don't. And I point blank saying, I don't trust him. He wants us to stop. But
Yes,
there's always a
please
chance
stop.
He's going to turn against us again.
Please,
Yeah.
your packs are where you left them. I merely made them invisible.
I vote cook him.
I want to use insight on that, quote unquote, making him invisible.
Oh, so you healed it, Violet?
No?
It says you used regeneration.
What?
Oh
No?
wait,
No, I think that's
no,
an ability
a
it
GM
has.
thing. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
did the
Oh,
next
because
turn.
on its turn it does. Hold on, yeah, let's see.
I
Regains
roll
10 hit
insight
points
on-
at the start of its turn. Okay, cool.
Can I use
So that was
insight
Sato.
on the claiming that they're invisible?
Sure.
That is a 14.
It seemed to
Damn,
be telling the
well done.
truth.
That seems to be. I
Telling
think
the
it's
truth.
telling the truth about that.
Yes.
Well, now we have to kill it. It dragged us all this way, and the packs were dead a whole damn time.
Plus, I imagine that leaving this thing alive would only harm others.
All right, and Violet, did you still have more you were gonna do?
No, I didn't have anything else to do.
Oh, okay. All right. So now the creature is gonna ask, "Will you spare me?" please. If no one's gonna, is no one
What's in it
answering?
for us?
Only. Oh,
Lawler answers. No. No, we don't.
And she targets you. Oops, I didn't mean to. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. It turns to you, targets you, and then it attacks with this giant glaive that it has.
I imagine the glaive was under like a robe this whole time.
Yeah, well, I should have described it when she transformed, but yeah, you couldn't see it while she was transformed, but as soon as she transformed, you could see this glaive that she had. She swings it at you and misses as she kind of tries to right herself and stand on her foot, and her hip just she falls back down onto her knee again.
Yeah, I want to use riposte.
What is that?
It's an opportunity attack. I'll read it for you. Give me just one moment to flip back over to it. Shit, where is it? There it is. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend one superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it. Add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll on a hit.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm not sure how reckless attack works on an opportunity attack or a reaction. Is that still part of the original turn since I haven't taken a second turn yet?
It's a reaction. A reaction is basically part of your original turn, yeah, but it happens asynchronously outside of your turn.
Okay, so then, yeah, I'm still hitting with advantage. I don't have to attack recklessly, like declare that I'm attacking
go ahead.
recklessly. Again.
Do it.
I'm trying to. Trying to find his damn thing. Okay. Like, I've got all these overlapping things, so it makes it
Stop talking and hit me!
I'm sorry!
Sorry,
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Roll the damage.
Alright. So,
All right.
Don't get to add a D4.
yeah, I have to add 2 to that, so 15 plus the D4. And plus the D8. I forgot that was a riposte.
Okay, roll them.
So there's a D4, and here's a D8.
All right. And then it takes a swing at you again. So after, stop! And then it swings at you again with the glaive.
It's also prone, apparently.
Yeah, I
Yes,
thought it was
it's
prone.
basically kind of swiping up at you. Yeah, you can see it's rolling with disadvantage. That hits you for... Let's see.
Yeah, and I'm raging, so that would that would reduce impact damage by half.
Plus 4 slashing. Okay.
Oh. Plus also being weakened if he's still weakened.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, right. And what does we can do again to the damage?
Wait, hang on.
It causes half damage.
Oh shit!
jeez.
So half damage because he's weakened, and then half of that because I'm raging.
I'm going to say those are the same. So that's going to be just... I'll take off... I'll take off 8 from you. So let's go back down. Yeah, because I don't think those are intended to stack like that.
It would make sense to me if he's sending a weak hit that's already reduced in effectiveness by half, but then I'm tougher against whatever hit I receive, which reduces that further in half.
Fine. All right, I took 4 more off. Jeez, I have a cough all of a sudden. Okay,
Lawler just
That's-
laughs.
why can't I hit you? Why won't you just die? All right, and then I still don't have Arrow set up with the sheet, so Arrow is just kind of watching this happen. I'm gonna let you guys act though.
I thought Arrow was like waiting outside the cave, maybe.
forgot
That's
Arrow
fair.
was even
Yeah,
there.
I keep forgetting to narrate him, so I'll just say he waited outside.
Yeah. Aarakocra not liking caves and all that.
All right, Marina, you're up.
Very good point. In fact, most of this campaign has been wholly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I imagine. Alright, so I believe Scalding Spray would definitely hit Violet and or Lawler, so I'm not gonna go for that.
Thank you.
Let's see here. I could do another Scalding Deluge. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with a Scalding Deluge.
Okay.
So, and all three of them are going to this thing. Dang.
All right, you missed.
Second one.
And that one's a hit.
Alright, here's the damage. Double sixes, let's go.
Oh, damn.
Awesome. 12 more damage. Ah! As the boiling water just superheats its skin, and you just see like these little blue bubbles kind of boiling up on her skin and popping, and just like steam coming out of them as they popped.
Gross. And then the last hit. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
The 20s, man. Holy crap.
Why was it with disadvantage?
Because it's prone and you're ranged.
Oh. Oh, well, still hit. Still hit at least.
Yep.
Alright. And damage on that one? 10.
Okay. 10 more damage. And do something. Tell me something significant you do to damage this creature. So like at this point, it's so damaged you could remove limbs, like anything like that, but it's still alive.
Alright. So this one. So I imagine that it reels back from the ray that hits, and it turns to look at me to be met with more boiling water right in the face.
Yeah, it does, and right in the face, and now it's completely blind as its eyes kind of just melt out of its sockets. No! No! I can't see! Please spare me!
And let me check my meta magic super quick. Let's see. I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to use Quicken Spell to cast a Scalding Shot at it.
All right.
That's a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
And here's the damage. That is 17 more damage.
Describe how it
Damn.
dies.
This shot goes straight through the neck and boils through the neck of the creature.
All right,
Out
it
the
boils
out the other side.
clear through, and the head just falls to the floor, kind of a boiled mess, and just. And that's it.
Yay!
All right.
I blow on my pointer finger like a gun.
Combat is over. And again, now that you are out of combat, you are hearing that message again coming from the computer. It's been playing the whole time, but it was kind of drowned out by the commotion.
What do you do?
Oh.
Is deceiving.
Well, how long do I stay as big as this? Because the ceiling's kind I keep on bumping my head on the fucking ceiling. It doesn't.
Tell.
It's only 1
What's
minute.
your name?
Frag. I cannot run down.
Oh, gotcha.
Please.
So
Can you-
that would
can
have
you,
been like
can hear
30
me.
seconds later, right?
Disc.
Yeah.
Cryptex.
Can you put that CD in there to shut that thing up?
Oh! Oh, it hurts!
Solstice.
I can heal you later.
Is that you?
Maybe.
Are you all right?
More importantly, I'm trying to listen to this thing.
Is that
I just shrunk back
Can't
down
talk.
and it fucking hurt!
code
Oh!
printed? Unable
Why
to
didn't you tell me?
to read. Do not hear me.
Oh.
We should check to see if there's already a
You're
disc
right.
in here.
That
Do you remember how the other one looked?
So it's like one of those disc slots that doesn't have a tray. It just sucks the disc inside.
cannot diagnose. What do you do? Insert the disc.
Are there any buttons?
deceiving.
Like obvious buttons?
It's access to. If you can,
There's buttons all
Please do
over
not.
the place, but the screen is flickering and staticky, and
Tell.
everything just kind of looks
Code.
busted. It's really hard to tell
Frag-
what's what. You can start
I'm-
pressing stuff if you want.
cannot run.
Can we make out anything on the screen?
Please. You can
Roll
hear
me
me.
a
Do
investigation
this.
check.
All right. Are you also checking, Laura?
I will
If you
assist.
can hear me.
I would
Roll
rather
with
assist
advantage.
you because I have
If you
-1
insert-
on investigation.
Solstice.
Okay.
Roll the metagaming.
One second.
Maurice, is that you?
And
Maurice, is that?
Lawler's gonna approach
I can't
Laura.
tell.
Laura,
Fragmented.
I'm pretty knackered, and this seems like a fairly
Maurice.
safe room. What do you say we take a
Not-
rest?
I don't know how well I could rest with this noise going on here.
So
I
just
was
say
sorry.
again and silence it.
I was addressing Laura.
Fragmented.
Alright, it's an
Function.
investigation check, right?
Cannot diagnose.
And
What do you do? Insert the disc.
there we go.
Okay.
That's what, you gotta roll again because you had
Access
advantage.
to-
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
that's
go
right.
ahead.
I forgot what
If you can-
assisting did for a second.
Please do not.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You start typing on the keyboard, and it's flickering in and out. So like it's a digital touch display, but
Cannot run
and it's hard to see like focus on what you're tapping. But you tap a few keys, and it inputs them into a little screen on the side that keeps scrambling with static, but then periodically it stabilizes, and you can see what you typed.
If you insert,
And then all of a sudden you see something typed back in green letters. It says, "Nerys, is that you?"
Maurice, is that you? I can't tell.
Uh
My code.
oh.
Can I see that too?
Unable to.
Yes, you both see this on the screen. Anyone looking at the screen can see it.
Do not hear
I'm
me.
gonna pause for a moment and look at Laura.
Maurice. That
Do you do
And
anything
I-
immediately?
I can't tell.
I'm definitely looking at
Fragmented.
Marina. It's just sort of looking like, well, what next?
You do.
I'm
insert the disc.
gonna after a
Is
brief pause.
deceiving.
I'm gonna type yes.
Access to.
Okay.
If you can.
And then you see it type again. Nerys, is that you? I can't tell. Here, actually, I have this thing. So it continues to type, and it types this same thing over and over
Cannot
again.
run di-
You can see it in the chat there.
If
It
you
says,
can hear me,
I'm
do
going to
not-
pause the static now. So just it's still going. But Nerys, is that you? I can't tell. My code fragmented, unable to function. Cannot diagnose. Whatever you do, do not insert the disk. Cryptex is deceiving you. It wants access to Solstice systems. Place the console in format mode. I will overwrite the disk. Collect my fragments. I can help. Oh, and take this. And as it says that, it's like it's scrolling because it keeps repeating it over and over again. You just keep seeing it post on the screen. But then a little panel on the side of the console opens up, and this smooth metal shield falls out.
I'll go
Hey.
ahead and
Marina, please pass me the disc that you have.
why? What did
I have a feeling we should burn this.
Well, it said that it would overwrite it. I think it wants us to change the setting on there and then put this in.
Well, how do you know you can trust whatever
it
is
said
on that
not
thing?
to put the disc in.
If you read it, it says, place the console in format mode. I will overwrite the disk.
Fair enough. But first, let's put it into format mode, whatever the hell that means. I feel anxious about having this disc. Something
And-
about it maybe not good.
And while you're saying that, I'm gonna take a look at the shield that produced.
Okay, it's a very smooth shield. It's circular, and it has a little symbol in the middle of the shield that's kind of etched into the metal, and it's like a sort of a crest, like a family crest.
Do I recognize it?
Roll me a history check.
Alright. That is a 3.
No.
Unless someone wants to assist me somehow.
No, you don't recognize it.
Alright. Interesting. Does it seem particularly heavy? Is it light?
It's very light, and it's probably the size of like a dinner plate. It's pretty small.
So it's more like a buckler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay. Is there any roles involved with that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. Immediately, Sam, you realize that this is an animated shield. This is while holding this shield, you can speak its command word as a bonus action to cause it to animate. The shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you as if you were wielding it, leaving your hands free. The shield remains animated for 1 minute until you use a bonus action to end this effect, or until you are incapacitated or die. At which point the shield falls to the ground or into your hand if you have one free.
It's an animated shield.
I assume you explain all that stuff to me?
Yeah.
What's the difference between it and the normal shield?
Well, do you know what the... do I know what the command word is?
You pick it. I let you guys pick those.
Oh.
Because like Sam's dancing sword is hocus pocus.
Make it booger.
No. So I'm gonna look at the small shield for a second, thinking I'm just going to say,
"Fuck." The magic word's "fuck."
No. No.
You get attacked. Fuck. The shield animates.
I say, "Protect me."
Okay. So you'll have to attune to it, basically, before you can assign the word, but you can certainly do that. So add an animated shield to your inventory on D&D Beyond.
That'll give you some time to rethink the code word booger.
I chose protect me.
You could take the best of both worlds. It could be booger me.
No. I refuse that.
What about the magic word pizza?
No, I'm gonna pass. Alright, animated shield.
Yep, just animated shield.
Cool.
Alright, while Marina's messing with that, I want to try to type the word format.
Okay.
Well, how do you know you can trust this thing?
As soon as you type format, a little search seems to overwrite the screen that's scrolling all of the text that from this person or whatever, and it instantly you see in the results there a bunch of stuff that has the word format in it, and one of them does say format mode.
I'm going to touch the screen where it says format mode.
Okay, blinks on that line for a second, and then the entire keyboard goes away, and you see on this entire display where all these keys are, instead it now just says, "Please insert media."
Alright.
Look to Marina.
Alright, I'm going to take out the disc and put it in the disc slot.
Okay, are you sure?
I mean...
I'm giving you one chance to reconsider.
I wouldn't... how do we know we trust this thing?
You don't. I'm not giving you a clue whether it's good or bad. It's just a big decision. So.
How do you know you trust this thing? I don't trust it. We just met it.
It says the name Nerys.
Yeah, like this guy we just met. You know, he took us down here. We trusted him. He was going to eat us.
Okay, but the difference is that this thing is saying the name Nerys, which I recognize from a vision I had from what Puritesh gave me. It clearly knows more than I do, and it seems sincere because it knows something that I know.
I am so damn confused. Elora, is there anything I can do to be of service? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I want to help any way I can.
Why don't we all go for it who have information about this?
Elora looks around the room real quick and nods to Lola and says, "Maybe we should search around the room to see if there's any extra supplies around."
Yeah. I see rock walls and rock floors and a rock ceiling. I don't see any supplies, but I know they're in the shed if they're not still invisible. I can go gather those, but
should we all vote?
I have to go walk through the mushroom people again. Shall I do that?
I
still have concentration on the suggestion I gave them. It should be safe to go past them.
I can't tell. My code fragmented.
So, do we all want to vote on this?
Do not.
I mean, that seems like a fair way. If we trust this thing or not.
We trust this thing.
Well, you do, but how about everyone else? Does everyone else trust this thing?
Sam, none of us trust the goddess already, or at least we shouldn't, considering what Marina's talked about already.
Oh, you must
So
trust
we're-
the goddess. It's Paratash.
She just gives you this look.
So it's tied then. 2 not trust this machine and 2 to trust it.
Well, no. Marina agrees with me, and Laura, how do you feel?
Well, I think we need to learn more. I think we should follow the directions.
All right, and Sakare.
I don't trust either machine in this case.
That's it. I don't trust either one of them. So why do we follow either one of them?
Just put the disc in.
I'll go ahead and put the disc in.
Okay,
That's what she said.
Honestly,
disc
there's
gets
no
pulled
point
in.
in us not doing this.
Okay, the disc gets pulled in. The display immediately changes and starts showing a bunch of symbols and numbers and stuff as it appears to be writing something. And then the disc ejects back from the slot, and the screen says "Format complete."
All right.
And then after a few minutes, that blinks away, and you see one last message that I don't have pre-typed out. It just says, "Find the other fragments."
Understood.
Is it
And
though?
then this
Is it?
finally, the transmission finally stops.
Is there a field to type another message?
The keyboard pops back up after that. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna
The
type.
reality of it is, go ahead and start typing.
I'm gonna type fragments ?
The big thing is, Sam, we've come all this way. There's no point in us not going not at least seeing what we can find out. And this seemed like our best method to get answers at this point.
Answers for what?
What's
Where
going
that
on?
So where that shield pop out in the other machine? This machine I'm
Yes,
saying,
I
and I'm
need
gonna see if
answers
there's
for what's going on. All right.
I'm gonna see if there's a door here where that shield popped out. Over here.
There's a little panel on the side of the console. That's where it popped
Wait.
up from.
I'm gonna try to open it.
It's already open.
On the other one.
Oh,
the
on the
other-
other console. There's no panel on those other ones that you can see. Marina, when you typed fragments, it just started rapidly playing the same message again over and over, printing it to the screen just like a scrolling terminal. Just, Nerys, is that you? I can't tell. My code fragmented just over and over and over.
Has the noise stopped at least? Like it's not
Yes.
repeating it audibly?
Yeah, after the format was done and the disk ejected, the noise stopped.
I'm gonna type in need weapon.
You have
Okay.
you have plenty of weaponry.
Again, it just keeps scrolling the same text.
You can create a cannon that shoots fire out of thin air. I think you're fine.
Well, I mean, what was the harm of trying? And maybe it would have given us like a neat little weapon that's like your shield.
You already have the dancing sword. It's like the same thing, but a
Yeah,
sword.
but not everyone else has that kind of weapon.
Anyways,
System.out.println.
Anyway, so this would be a good place to rest, except I'm still concentrating on my suggestion I gave those mushroom people earlier. If we were to rest here, my suggestion would wear off.
Why don't we
why don't
go
we head back
outside
into
and
the-
rest?
Through the narrow pass and stay in the cave still. We've already been through that narrow pass where the mushroom people are, and they don't seem to leave.
We don't know if they would go to wherever. Well, the area where they were was just inside, basically the entrance of the cave. We don't know if they would wander to the part that we would rest in.
Why don't we just go outside where we were, where that one's just sitting around doing nothing and sleeping on the sedge?
Well, I think the mushroom people are going to stay where they are. And I also think nobody's going to come in and slip past the mushroom people.
Can also
seems
take
like a great
watch.
place to sleep.
I think we should have someone take watch every hour.
Yeah,
course.
all right. That sounds good to me. I'll volunteer for the first hour.
Okay,
Take
so
third watch.
you're going to take the first one. Hold on a sec. I found out there's a watch order thing in here that I didn't know existed. So Lala, you're first. Violet, you're second. It's in the party sheet if you guys want to see it. On the
Party? I don't see it.
So if you click party sheet up at the top, it's
Oh,
got
there
an
it
eye
is.
with like 3 people. And then you go to the order tab. There's a watch order.
Ah.
Okay, so Violet, you're second. Who's taking third watch?
While we're deciding an order, I'm going to say, if you see the mushroom people come this way, wake me up first. I can cast suggestion again.
Okay.
I have the party sheet up. I don't see anything. Oh, I see order.
Yeah, like he said.
Well, it should've been on
Allura
the
will
left,
take
not
the
right.
last watch, whatever that ends up being.
Okay, so I'm guessing that'll be just... We'll just do the order and then we'll divide it up by 6, the night. But, so who's
Okay.
going to take third watch?
Well, I wanted third watch, but you gave me second for some reason.
Oh, okay, you're third. Who wants second watch?
Sure.
Okay. Fourth?
I'll
I can
take fourth.
Okay,
And then you want 5, Marina?
sure.
Okay, and then Allura 6. Okay. This is probably a good place to stop if you guys are... It sounds like I'm hearing a few yawns here and there.
Yeah.
I think I might need to.
Okay. All right, this is a good place to stop. Go ahead and take long rests on your sheets. And then we'll pick it up next time.
Hooray!
Hey, good deal.
Also, I'm going to probably tuck Nikki into bed, and it'll be like 20, maybe 30 minutes. But if anyone is still up and wants to play Among Us, I will ping the chat when I get back.
So just a
What
quick
is
note
Among
before you
Us?
leave. I think you're gonna need to up in these monsters, these bosses.
In fairness, we got really insane luck with a super crit.
Yeah,
that
you
What
did.
about our
that.
outro?
Oh, yeah.
that was
Let's go ahead and say
freaking
goodbye to the
awesome.
stream.
I love being on the winning side of that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for anyone who happens to be watching. This was episode 19, so we'll be doing episode 20 next week. We should have Lumiere on Tuesday and Tomb of Annihilation on Wednesday, so tune in for those, and we'll chat with you guys later.
Bye.
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 Bye.